When I bought my ranch, I thought I was buying peace. Miles of pasture, a cabin I built with my own hands, and a winding dirt road that cut through the hills until it met the county highway. That road was my only access, and it had been part of my family's deed for over 100 years. For a long time, nobody questioned it, until the subdivision next door popped up, and with it, the HOA that thought they owned everything in sight. It started with their endless letters about community dues I didn't know, then warnings about how my non-conforming property might affect neighborhood value. I laughed and tossed the mail in the fire. That was until I drove home one evening and found a brand new fence stretched across my road. A metal gate with the HOA's shiny logo blocked the entrance like they were the kings of the county. I parked my truck, cut the lock, and drove through, but the next morning, the gate was back. This time reinforced with steel posts set in concrete. The HOA president herself stood there smugly, telling me that if I wanted to access their private entrance, I'd have to apply for a key fob like everyone else and pay annual dues. My patience ended right there. I didn't cut their lock this time. I made their gate mine. Within a week, I called in favors from a couple of ranch hands and my cousin the welder. We hauled out some heavy equipment and rigged their fancy new gate with a full toll system. I put up a bold sign, "Private Toll Road, $50 cash per entry." I had cameras installed, motion lights, and even a ticket machine that spit out receipts. And then I sat back and waited. The first day was chaos. Homeowners lined up at the gate, blinking in confusion. Karen, the HOA president, stormed out of her SUV and demanded I take it down immediately. I told her calmly that according to the county records, the road was mine, the land was mine, and she and her neighbors had been trespassing for months. She sputtered about bylaws and community access, but I had already called the sheriff. When he arrived, he sided with me. He reminded Karen that her HOA's jurisdiction stopped at their subdivision entrance, and that their shiny new fence was a clear act of trespass. The look on her face when she realized she had no legal ground to stand on was priceless. But the fun had only just begun. Since I'd invested in the toll system, I wasn't about to remove it. Instead, I kept it running. Every homeowner who tried to cut across my land to shave 10 minutes off their commute now had to pay for the privilege. Some grumbled and paid. Others tried to sneak through only to get ticketed on camera. After a week, I'd already collected over $1,200 in tolls. Word spread fast, and the HOA board convened an emergency meeting. They accused me of extortion and threatened to sue. I handed their lawyer a neat folder with my deed, county maps, and a copy of the sheriff's official statement. Their lawsuit never materialized. The real kicker came when Karen herself had to use my toll road one stormy night after her shortcut flooded. She fumbled for cash, red-faced, while the ticket machine printed out her receipt. I watched the security footage later, sipping a cold beer, laughing harder than I had in years. Eventually, most of the homeowners gave up and went back to using the longer public road. My toll booth still stands, though. I keep it lit up, cameras rolling, and the sign polished just to remind them. The HOA learned the hard way that they couldn't fence me out of my own land, and when they tried, all they did was build me a brand new income stream.